What's going on, guys? All right, so I'm here at Larry's AMMONYC. If anyone knows, got an awesome YouTube channel all about car maintenance, like paint maintenance, detailing, that kind of stuff. He's got a whole line of products as well for himself that he's developed to take care of paint now and other things with the vehicle. Now, we're wrapping his Audi R8 and we're doing it in Nardo Gray. I wanted to do some raw footage. We are doing some very awesome footage on top of this, but I did want to do some raw footage. Now, I wanted to do a video on this hood because this hood is exceptionally large. This is a 92, it's about 90 inches wide or so. I've cut a 92 inch piece. It's probably about 88, 87 inches wide total because the front fenders are basically built into the hood. So the whole thing comes up, it's massive. So this is probably one of the largest hood wraps you'll ever do. So I've cut my piece, and this is more challenging to do it alone simply because of its sheer size. On top of that, we don't have anywhere to put magnets down, so that's a challenge right there. So what I had to do is peel up a corner, stick it down, line everything up, try to do the other corner, same deal, and now we're ready to take the backing off. So let's do that. Massive, massive, massive piece. Let's keep that there. You can see that I've trimmed around the window as well. So trimming around the window is a little bit more important in this case because of how high up the hood goes past the front windshield, and the front windshield actually gets in the way. So we don't want it to be in the way. We want the vinyl to lay down pretty flat, just like it is right now. If it's stuck here against the window, it's going to be really elevated and it's going to throw you off completely. So we don't want that. So let's keep it going here. So as you can see, I'm trying to keep it rolling. We don't want any unnecessary creases or wrinkles. Alright, and this paper started to tear here because it got stuck. We don't want it to tear, so we're just going to be careful. It's the challenge with doing something like this. It's extremely challenging. So look at this piece. This piece is massive. You guys can see it in the background. I'm going to keep it over here, but I'm going to fold it up, get it out of the way, because it's just going to really get in the way. Alright, so this is a fun one. Let's do it. So right now we got most of the car done in one day. It's got the front and rear bumpers to do, and the spoiler and the hood, the bonnet. So and then we're done. All right, so cool. We're gonna make sure we're gonna glass this out. By glassing it out, I mean laying it completely flat, or as flat as possible, before we do any squeegeeing. So what I'm gonna do actually is I just want to anchor it here. Make sure I don't pull the whole thing off. That won't be good. And I've already made a mistake on this once. I burned a hole as I got to the very end here. I touched the vinyl with the heat gun. So we all make mistakes, so I had to rewrap it now. So we're just gonna flip it like a bed sheet in a way. All right. You might notice that I didn't cut off the corners because I needed things to maintain straight lines. I needed straight lines. So it's important to have the corners not cut off so we can pull everything in a nice straight line. So we want to hinge it, and this is hinging it somewhere in the middle, wherever you're comfortable with. Alright. I'm going to fix this up a little bit over here. I'm going to start working out over here. Actually, I'll go over to that side because you can see better, but let's come back a little bit more. And let's focus keeping it more smooth now. Okay. I just want to get a bunch of it down before I flip up the other side and do the same thing. gonna make me more comfortable that I don't rip the film off the car. All right. Okay, so we're just gonna flip it again, or flop it like that, and then we're gonna put a little muscle into it and pull it across. All right, keeping it as smooth as possible again. Squeegee our air out. So we got set back a little bit on the car. It was a little more challenging to take apart. I've done newer Audi, but R8, but never the older one, so the older body style. So things were a bit different. Taking off the mirrors, I had to check out Google, because that was the only thing that could help me. Some things sometimes they're just weird. So, all right. Now that I've got everything flipped or flat, sorry. What I want to do is trim off. Look how far away from that edge I am. So what I want to do is trim off any excess film. Give myself enough to grab onto, but don't leave too much. This is way too much that I have right now. So this is going to help get me a little bit closer so I can get a better pull on the film. And what I'm going to do, since the hood is so curved, is I'm going to heat it up a bit just so I can get more bend, so I can not have so much slack at those fenders right there. Sorry, not bend. So I'm going to heat it up so I can draw some of that slack out to the corners. We're not stretching it like crazy. We're just heating it up enough to get a better shape on the film. Oh, it's fine. Remember what I said, we're always going to alleviate any tension on the edges if we create that. So there's a bit there, it's fine. And it's not the end of the world to stretch the film. Sometimes we need to when we have more challenging panels like this. So use heat. Heat is your friend. It's not going to do the job for you. Okay, so let's fix it up here. Make sure we're not overstretching. You want to spread it out, okay? Oh, there, wrinkle. Wrinkle again. So this is a bit interesting, actually. I didn't mention this, but I am wrapping over PPF. There's PPF on the hood already, so can be done. It's not like it's impossible. Obviously, how this wrap looks will be based on the condition of the PPF. We are talking about a 9-year-old car here, so the PPF has seen some better days. But we decided to leave it on. More so, I think, for video content, so you guys can see what we can do. Okay. So I'm going to start working over here. Keep that in my pouch. Again, what I want to do is draw some of this slack out, okay? Not too much. What's going to happen is if I don't do this, we're going to end up overstretching right at the wheel well, which is a super critical point. Because, you know, it's picking up dirt and water and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Got a little imperfection there. See, this is the thing. You get an imperfection, if you get a crease in the film, you got to, with a massive piece like this, you have to pull it back. And it's really hard to reach. Okay. Anyways, I might as well start contouring it from there. So you can see that I'm sort of chasing these wrinkles out with the heat. And pull it a bit and squeegee some. Okay. So I want to lock it in just since I can't really reach all the way over here. Can't keep heating all the way over here, it's too far away. Okay. Again, we need to heat more. So we have to balance out what we've just done, because we've kind of made the film funny by heating it. See, this is what I was doing. I was holding the heat gun on the other side, and I let it touch the hood, not the hood, but the actual vinyl, while I was holding it in one hand. It's a bummer, but whatever. Otherwise, this would have been done already. So I'll show you something. I burned a hole in it right there. Luckily, it's not on the panel. So that's what happened on the other side, but it happened like right here. It's all good. So we gotta be careful. This is the hard part, because now it's hitting the pillar and it's just making the vinyl really weird to work with. I want to shrink all that. So I'm trying to spread it out. I need to keep it smooth. That's the hard part, because look, it's hitting here and it's causing me a problem. Okay. Oh, see? So hard to get it glass right around this edge because it keeps hitting here and there's nothing I can do about it. It's just the shape of the panel. I did it a little bit faster yesterday. I don't know what's going on right now. Playing around with it too much. Just get it done. So I pulled it back this far because I want to shrink it all again. I don't want to keep stretching and stretching and stretching. It's not going to be good. Let's try this. Come on. Okay, let's hope this will stay here for a minute and let me squeegee it out. This corner folded over itself. It's awesome. Okay, this has to stay there. Just need the top section to stay. We're good. Yeah. All right. Let's come down. So what I'm trying to do is smooth out all of the wrinkles and everything that I caused by stretching it across. But again, I have almost no tension on this film. I'm gonna have to pull it down a little bit, but again, it's gonna basically hug this wheel well, or sorry, hug the fender section of this, okay? How nice that is. What I wanna do is lock it in. Fun little car to wrap. The door is interesting. The front and rear bumper are really not that bad. It's just taking them off. It takes a while. The mirrors are, they're mirrors. They're going to be a little difficult, but I mean, not difficult, but more time consuming than anything else. Okay. Now, let's go this way. So with the PPF, they actually seamed the PPF in two places. There's a piece here and a main piece on the hood. Interesting. That's how it was done. So you might see a small line under the film. I'll show you it after. Nothing I can do about it. It's actually not very noticeable. is just get this out. Okay. Cool. For now, I'm gonna draw the film. I'm gonna draw the film this way. When you squeegee like that, or sorry, when you heat like that and you gloss out an area, what you want to do is you want to hit it with a squeegee pretty quick. The vinyl will settle and it'll just start trapping air, which makes it a little bit more of a pain. So we've got a very small, very shallow recess here. I'm not concerned about it. I'm gonna let some air out because it's building up. There we go. He's super gentle. Perfect. This side's done. Let's move on to the next side. We're at 23 minutes. Oh, all right. Let's do it. So on the underside of this hood, when I go to wrap around the edges, the PPFs are not perfect, so I'm gonna overlap the PPF, but they wrapped in like an inch or so with the PPF, so you can kind of see that. But it's under the hood again, it's clear, so it's not too bad. It just cosmetics, just the fine details. But for me, Larry's aware of how it's going to look, so we're going to leave it. And it's going to be totally fine. It's not like it's going to compromise the integrity of the film or anything like that. So it's totally fine to wrap over the PPF as long as the PPF is stable. This PPF is stable. It's not like it's coming off. So we've got to keep that a little bit elevated. Now I want to work it down on an angle, okay? So I have to lift that up still. There we go. Cool. I gotta get those guys up there, they're a little too high. So I'm gonna work that from the center. Right here. we go. What you'll also notice is the aluminum, they've cut out when they did the PPF, start to come through. So it's going to be like somewhat embossed. See no tension anywhere, right? Be a slight bit right there, but nothing to be concerned about. Got to poke a hole. There we go. Cool. All right, we're good there. We're good right there. Work out the rest over here. It's pretty flat right now. I'm just gonna fly in here. Don't want to fly under the wrap. It's all about directions, guys. When you're pulling on the film, tension and directions and where your hand placement is. Again, it's all directions. All right. What I want to do is draw the film again out. There we go. But not when that happens, so I'll go this way instead. This piece up top is not fun. The rest of it's easy. It's this piece up here that's the hard part. Because like I said, we have to get some stretch across it so we can contour it around the fender area, the wheel well area, I want to call it. This is exactly where I burned it last time, so let's not do that this time, and we're good. Get it done. It's about where I want it. Okay. And there's literally nothing I can do to anchor it down. So if you are wrapping an R8, these hoods are very much the same on pretty much any year, I believe. You might want to get a hand. Get someone to give you a hand. Okay, let's hope it stays down this time. There we go. Not much to see on this side, guys, sorry. I don't want to move the camera. I'm kind of behind here, so I'm supposed to be heading back to Toronto. But still here, getting it done. Supposed to head back to Toronto yesterday, actually. Hold it up to get some wrinkles out. When the wrinkles are on corners or on edges, they're extremely hard to get at. Just letting you know. We got it. We're always trying to, we're aiming to keep them off the edges. But it's such a crazy shape. Honestly, the bumpers are going to be a breeze compared to this. It's not that it's that hard. Sorry. It's challenging. It's mentally challenging. And when it gets mentally challenging, then it can become comforting. Yeah, it's actually a combination of mentally challenging and physically challenging. Wrapping a car will challenge you in pretty much every way it can. Test your patience, your skills, your ability, your strength, their mind over matter, all that stuff. Okay. So, I felt like this edge had a bit of stretch on it. I'm just letting it pull back first, quite a bit actually. And then what I want to do is gently keep it glass. So we're not overstretching it. Okay, going around the edges. Whew. Cool. What I'm going to do is cut off by the window, get it around the back, side a little bit, and then I'll be able to lift it. And we're going to go over all the edges. We're going to trim, heat and trim. It's no really messing it up at this point, so. Let's see what we can do as far as this goes. Throw on a glove, just make life easier. It's longer than normal hood wrap. This is not a normal hood. So I'm going to release the hood from the other panels that the vinyl is overlapped on. So we're going to cut it out. Some of that. We've got too much vinyl here, so let's just get rid of it. I don't need all that anymore. Let's get it lifted carefully. Right here we're kind of stuck, so I'm going to release that. And a little bit over here where it touches the A-pillar. Let's get it up. No, it's actually latched down, so I have to open it. There we go. I must have just pushed down a little too hard and latched one of the sides. It has latches on each side, plus one in the middle. So this is actually going to give me access, or better access, to the corners. Especially those back ones. I'm going to go around the other side, then I can lift it fully, get the front end. I thought I had a wrinkle in the corner, but it's the PPF's. It's actually where the PPF is cut. Doesn't look bad. It's just a line. I thought it was a wrinkle. As long as it's not a wrinkle, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off that back section. Back of the blade on the back side of the hood. All right, run it smooth as possible. Okay, find that line. If the blade's not gliding effortlessly, you don't cut. Okay? Find a better spot. Like, I'm not even pushing. All I'm doing is holding the blade there and dragging it towards me. Put yourself in a good body position that allows you to have good access. Again, super important. Alright, let's lift it. I'm just going to go over the corner again here before I do that, actually. Make sure everything's tight. Okay. to the other side, and then we can lift it fully. Okay, let's do this. So since we have the PPF there, I'm going to come around a little bit more than I normally would, just because it concerns me slightly. It's not, I know I cleaned everything really well and stuff like that, but I just don't want the PPF to lift, so in case it does. It's been on here a lot longer than the wrap has, so it could potentially go somewhere at some point as it ages. Bring it down slightly. So what I did is I went over the underside or any edges where a PPF might have been lifting, and I trimmed it off before wrapping the hood. Something to keep in mind if you ever do this. So like I said, we did leave the PPF on just more for video content to show you guys it can be done. It's not going to, the hood's not going to fail because of it. It's not going to lift anywhere. As long as your PPF is in good condition. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be good condition. All right. We'll have to do some here still with a little bit of heat, but I need to put a relief cut because we have way too much tension. Okay. Down here, we're going to cut backside always, okay? Perfect. Start about there. Remember, back of the blade, always on the backside. And then it glides really, really nicely. Keep a little tension on the film. As you can see I'm doing here, I'm kind of pulling it with my left hand. So whatever way you're cutting, your left to your right, use your more dominant hand for the cutting if that's what you're comfortable with. And then use your other hand to put tension on the film. Again, this will require more heat once I go over it again. Once I'm done here, I'll go over it again with heat. When you do something challenging, I always recommend using quite a bit of heat afterwards to make sure everything's good and tight and settled. It's the last step. So after that, if you didn't do it properly and something fails, it's only on you. So being thorough is very important, right? Doesn't mean it can't still fail. It could still fail, but we're reducing the chance of that happening, right? So by going over everything with heat, with more of a post heat, we're going to cook up that vinyl, kill that memory, and obviously do our due diligence to make the wrap last and not come off. Okay. One more here. That's it. The hood is finished. Awesome, guys. I hope you liked the video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Take care.